Hello loves, Emily Alice here with your tarot reading. Today we're going to consult the animal oracles. I know that's a big favourite, and I know there are some messages of wisdom and guidance from the animal world ready for us. So let's take a deep breath together and get into it if you're ready. Okay, what do we need to know? Okay, so first up we've got the mystical animals, and I've got the lemur. You can see that? Heed the lemur's courage and playfulness to communicate with your friends and family, loving connections with others, open the heart and mind to spirituality. Heed the lemur's courage and playfulness to communicate with your friends and family. Oh, so it's about relationships, isn't it? Courage, playfulness, communication, being part of friends, family, loving connections. Having that sort of community around you can pull you out of a bad time, make you feel that you're not alone. Loving connections with others, open the heart and mind to spirituality. Yeah, the animals are calling on you to open your heart and mind, aren't they? When they live so instinctually, it's an encouragement to kind of banish and wipe away all of the human worries and pains that we have in order to live a more kind of simple life of love. There's something here about friends and family. I don't know if you've got any, have you had any fallings out with any of your friends or family? But there's something here about an encouragement to communicate with them and to be the first perhaps to even offer an olive branch if there's been a bit of a falling out. But doing so with a very light-hearted sort of spirit. The playfulness aspect of communication. Sometimes, it's nice to contact people just to say something nice. Not to sort of, need a shoulder to cry on always, but just instead, sometimes, just to say something positive and happy. Maybe it is a sign for you to reach out to somebody that you haven't reached out to in a while. I'm feeling that is what the calling is here. To make up with somebody or to re-establish a relationship that may have gone a little bit sort of cold. And I think it will do you both a favour. I think it will be met positively. That's the feeling I'm getting from this, that they're not brave enough to make the first move, but you are. I think you've let bygones be bygones now. And they want to too. So if there is somebody that you've missed, perhaps, missed hanging out with, missed having lovely conversations with, just a pal or a friend or a cousin or a sister or a brother or a mother, repairing those relationships and going through that process does help to help us on our route to enlightenment. It says here, loving connections with others, open the heart and mind to spirituality. It's that emotion of love, like feeling it physically, that can lift your vibration. That's where manifestation lies, isn't it? Okay, so we've got something about family, community, relationships, love. Let's see what the tarot has to add to that. Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah. So we've got the Tower coming up straight away there, which suggests to me If we're looking at this as, let's get back together with that friend, let's kind of mend those bridges, let's fix the rift. Was that the rift that happened? Something happened between you and it just kind of shook the foundations of your relationship. It was significant. It might have been something that happened. You've had a disagreement over something and it's shaken the very foundations on which your friendship was built. And for a long time, you've been pretty ambivalent about making it up. And I think perhaps so have they. You've every reason to have made up by now. I think you're both in a sort of stalemate situation there. And that has gone on for so long that it's left you both in this Eight of Swords energy, feeling that you're trapped in this new situation, that you can't break free of it, that the friendship can never be mended. But look what's just under the deck there. 3 of Cups. Yeah. You want that friendship back. You want that community, that feeling of family and support, fun. You want this friend back and they want you too. Something quite significant shook it all. And it's down to you now to offer the olive branch. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Let's see what I've got the Druid Animal Oracle deck here. I don't know this one off by heart, so we'll have to read it, but let's see what the Druid animals have to add to this picture. Druid animals. Tell me more about this energy, that one. Let's have 2. Okie dokie. We've got frog and we've got otter. Let's have a look at what these are all about. Glasses on. I've opened the book right at the right page. That's a sign, isn't it? Right, the frog. In Druidic, the frog is pronounced Losgan. Losgan unites the elements of water and earth, bringing joy, delight, and healing in its singing and hopping, and leading you to the sacred spring from which you may be refreshed and renewed. A cold-blooded creature living half on the land and half in the water. The frog possesses an extremely sensitive skin considered magical by shaman. A companion of the rain spirits, the frog can help you develop your sensitivity to others, to healing and to sound through your skin and your whole body and aura. Nothing is what it appears to be, and life is more fun than you at first supposed. There's a hidden beauty and a hidden power in all of nature, and as you open yourself to this, you'll feel close to the goddess and close to both the earth and to water. Look for the beauty and the magic behind appearances. Wow. All right. There's something about sensitivity here, isn't there? Sensitivity of the skin. Half on land, half in water, the frog possesses an extremely sensitive skin, considered magical. In this falling out, there are sensitivities at play here. And maybe you were hurt by that friend of yours, whoever they may be, that relation, that lover, that partner, that friend. However, what you feel shouldn't be ignored, and it can turn into something magical. But you understand the sensitivities that you've been feeling, and they've been feeling them too. Let's see what the otter has to add. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's not in alphabetical order. How interesting. Otter. Right, let's get a look at this. Lovely. Look at that otter there. Okay. This one's called Dobran. Doran, even, you pronounce it as in Druidic. Doran invites us to play, to go with the flow of life and experience, to become a child again. A bit like the old lemur, actually, isn't it? Allow yourself the freedom and pleasure of relaxing and letting go of all your daily concerns. Joanne could be prompting you to take a day or a weekend out of your usual routine to do something purely for fun. Your practical self may tell you that you cannot afford the time, but deep down you know that you need to take care of yourself to be of real value to others. Someone may even be coming into your life who will show you how to play again. Something you may have forgotten as you accepted the responsibilities of growing up. Doran shows us that being playful can even lead us to catch the salmon, the fish prized by the Druids as the totem of wisdom. Drawing this card also confirms in us the sense that we are truly protected. It feels to me that this friend is the one you used to play with. And by holding out that olive branch and reigniting that friendship and burying the hatchet, you're both going to benefit from this. You're both going to be reminded of the fun of life, and you'll have your playmate back again. Don't be too sensitive anymore. You have had your feelings hurt, but I think so have they. But this was a pretty catastrophic falling out, but it's left you both in that stalemate. But this really is for you to reach out and with communication. You've got the right tone, playfulness, lightheartedness. And when you get it back, look, that 3 of Cups, that feeling of community, your friendship, all your gang back together. Right, my darlings, that's so exciting. Good luck with that. Let me know in the comments how you get on. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks, bye.